Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a brand new video today. As you can tell, Captain Paul Bailey's back here yet again. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my 10 favourite Star Trek battles. Now, Star Trek has a load of battles from going from the TV series or the movies. So here are my 10 favourite Star Trek battles. Now, there is going to be a few honourable mentions in this, which will be come up just before I get to number 1. So, let's dive straight into it. In number 10, it is the Battle of Santi Prime. Yeah, this is from Star Trek Enterprise 3rd season. Now, this is where you see the Enterprise is outmatched and outgunned by 3 Cindy vessels by the Reptilians, the not aquatics, the kind of like ant creatures and the wolf creatures of the Cindy. This is where you see the Enterprise takes a really bad battle. I mean, the comms are down. You got Trip saying we're dead in the water. And he goes, bridge, bridge. And then you got there with the explosions. And then when you have that awesome scene with one Cindy ship coming across, blow a bit of the hull, and you see people's bodies just come flying out of the Enterprise's hull straight into space. The way you just see those bodies floating is absolutely epic. I absolutely do love this battle. It's one of the best battles. And the way the next episode carries it on a little bit, where you have the Cindy retreating and stuff. That's another good way. But you see the Enterprise take a really bad battle in this. This is the NX-01 Enterprise, by the way. This is the ship commanded by Captain Jonathan Archer. Unfortunately, Archer is captured by the Cindy during this battle. So it's actually T'Pol that's in command of it. And the Enterprise gets absolutely battered in this. So do I have to say it? Next, it is Star Trek 2009's battle. So this is Nero's future Romulan vessel against the Enterprise. Now, again, I just absolutely love Star Trek 2009. This last battle is like in the last couple of minutes of the film, because I love it when you have Spock flying his future vessel that came back from the future into this ultimate timeline. Spock's there, you got Nero's shouting fire everything, and then you kind of got that dramatic, like Spock's gonna die, and then you go, Captain, I'm picking up another ship, and then jumping out of warp is the Enterprise, and it just fires a load of weapons into Nero. That iconic stuff as well. And then when you ask Kirk, give it like saying, would you like any assistance? He goes, I would rather suffer the end of Romulus 1,000 times. I would rather die in agony than accept help from you. And he goes, you got it. And then he goes to Sulu, lock on all weapons on that ship, and then you just see that epic battle where you got Nero's ship being pulled into the black hole, and the Enterprise is just there constantly firing at it. It's just another great battle. Number 8 is the Nemesis Battle. So this is called the Battle of the Mataran, not the Mataran Rift. It's called Southern Rift, and this is the Nemesis Battle. Now, not many people do like Star Trek Nemesis, but I have to say I love it. This battle is absolutely amazing for me to sit down and enjoy every time. You got the Enterprise with 2 Romulan vessels that's come to help Captain Picard and the crew against Shinzon's vessel, the Senator. And it's absolutely amazing battle. The Romulan ships are literally out of the action, but it's left down to the Enterprise. And the way Captain Picard collides the Enterprise into Shinzon's vessel, trying to weaken Shinzon's vessel really, really well. In fact, the Enterprise does get really, really battered in this again. I do like it when the Enterprise gets battered, I have to say. Number 7, it is the Battle of Sector 001 from Star Trek First Contact. Now, I absolutely love this battle because, one, we see some new designs of finished Star Trek. We have the USS Defiant in this. That's basically made adrift because of the Borg attack. It's just another great Star Trek battle. And the way Captain Picard takes command of the battle and he targets the weak point of the Borg vessel, it's absolutely amazing when you see all those ships firing with the Enterprise straight into the Borg cube. It's absolutely epic. Now, number 6, it is the Year of Hell. Now, this episode I absolutely love because this is a 2-part episode. This is where we see Voyager is under constant attack by the Krymans, and what can I tell you, their time ship at the end of it, where you see them get allies, and you got 4 ships. One does collide in Voyager, kind of damaging it during the collision, and Jane will just fly straight into the ship to blow it up, and then it resets the timeline. But that battle, the whole battle of it, is one of the best battles in Star Trek Voyager for me. I absolutely love it, where Janeway just goes, time's up, and Voyager just goes, I just absolutely love that battle of Star Trek Voyager. Now into my 5th favourite Star Trek battle, and it is the Battle of Peace. Yes, this is the Battle of Kittimer from Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. I love it. Now, this is what I call the Battle for Peace, because one, you have the Federation trying to make an alliance with the Klingons, a peace conflict. You have General Trank and some members of Starfleet that really don't want it to happen. And General Trank is there in his cloaked bird of prey that can fire undercloaked, and it cripples the Enterprise because the Enterprise can't lock onto nothing to fire back. So it's down to Spock and Dr. McCoy to make a torpedo, a special torpedo that can lock onto the Klingon gas, and it does find it. And the Excelsior and the Enterprise is just there firing at it. But it's really a good Star Trek battle, because it's good to see the Enterprise take absolutely massive battle. And that's the Enterprise A. So number 4 is the Unimatrix Zero Parts 1 and 2's battle. So this one I'm going to talk about in two different parts of the battle, because it feels like it should be one massive thing, but I'm going to count it as 2. So Janeway, B'Elanna and Tuvok try and get into the tactical Borg cube, just so they can actually cripple it, so there can be assimilated and a pathogen, so they can try and help Unimatrix Zero, the Borg in Unimatrix Zero out. Voyager has to go and attack the Borg tactical cube. So when you see the Borg tactical cube attacked by Voyager takes massive battle, but then later on, when the stuff is happening with the Borg, and you got a rogue Borg vessel helping Voyager, like a Borg sphere, helping Voyager try and destroy the tactical cube. It's actually another good battle. So you see a Voyager team up with a Borg cube, and it's firing on the tactical cube. I just absolutely love that battle. It's one of the best ones. Now, my 3rd favourite battle is from Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. This is the Enterprise versus the Reliant. Now, again, this has got 2 battles in where the Reliant just cripples the Enterprise, but I'm going to talk about the Battle of the Mataran Nebula. I absolutely love this battle. It's to give the Enterprise a fair advantage, because it was badly damaged during the assault from the Reliant, so Khan can try and get hold of Kirk, so he can get hold of the information for the Genesis device. So anyway, Khan does get hold of the Genesis device. So the Battle of the Mataran Nebula is where Khan is getting full angry, full revenge, when he hears Kirk's voices back on the Enterprise. And the whole bit of the Mataran Nebula is absolutely epic. I do love it, where you see, one minute you see the Enterprise above the Reliant, and then you got that awesome shot where it just swings about and fires straight onto the Reliant. And when Khan goes, fire! And they fire a torpedo, and it misses the Enterprise. And then you kind of got that bit good, because you see the Reliant there, and the Enterprise is like that. And then when Kirk says hard to starboard, the Enterprise turns, and Khan shoots into the deck of the Enterprise. And you do see a crew member kind of die in an explosion. I absolutely do love that battle as well. And the way you see Kirk just orders the Enterprise to just really damage the Reliant, and rips, so a torpedo damages the nacelle off the Reliant. So the Reliant is kind of dead in the water, and Khan activates the Genesis device. It goes, no, you cannot escape. At thee, I stab at thee. And you just see the Enterprise just slowly leaving, and Khan's ship blows up, creating the Genesis device. So in a way, the Enterprise does get really battered in this battle, but it's another good absolutely battle between 2 finished starships that was actually nicked by, one of them was nicked by Khan, which is the Reliant. So honourable mentions, before getting to my top 2 favourite Star Trek battles, I have the Battle of the Tuk system from Deep Space Nine seasons 5, season 6 and 7 really. So in a way, you see this massive Star Trek battle is absolutely epic in a way. I have to say, it's just absolutely an epic battle. So when you see the Federation fleet going into the Tatoka system. Anyway, just say it's for that. So when you see the Federation fleet there, and you've got these kind of these clamp things that are under the controls of the Cardassians, and when you see the Federation fleet get ripped by them, and then when they target the power structure where connects all these clamp things on the Enterprise, where you see the Defiant, an Excelsior class, and a Klingon bird of prey does attack it and make it look like a fake warp signature, the power systems literally attack its system, and the Tokyo system comes under the Federation Alliance, which is a great Star Trek battle. Now, for another honourable mention, this one is from Star Trek The Next Generation. Now, this one I absolutely love because it's from Descent Part 2, where you see the rogue Borg vessel that's by the Borg that's controlled by Law. You kind of see the Enterprise go into the sun, and then the Borg Q comes after the Enterprise D, and the Enterprise D moves and the sun explodes and it destroys the Borg ship. That's kind of cool. I like it. Next honourable mention, I have to say, I've got quite a few honourable mentions, is the Battle of Narendra 3. Now, this is from Star Trek Generations. I love this battle because this leaves us to have one massive sacrifice, the destruction of the Enterprise D. My favourite starship is destroyed by the Duras sisters. Those flipping bastard Klingon sisters destroy my favourite Enterprise. What the I really hate those Duras sisters. Now, I absolutely love it because the Enterprise, again, takes a beating because through Geordi's visor, they put like a little camera thing, so they find out how the Enterprise is updating their shield mnemonics. They still get through, and then when Data tries to make a pulse that makes the Klingon bird of prey decloak, and the Enterprise fires it straight into it, it blows up. But this is where the Enterprise D takes that much of a bad... The Enterprise D takes so much of a bad hit, it ends up creating a warp breach. The crew of the Enterprise evacuates to the source reception. So when they disinduct from the source reception, the Enterprise is drawn onto Narendra 3, and there she goes. Such a sad ending for one of the best starships to bear the name Enterprise, and the flagship of the Enterprise. Next honourable mention is the Battle of Deep Space Nine. Now, this is from The Way of the Warrior. Yes, the Klingons are attacking the station because Sisko rescues Goljakar and the Cardassian Signal Order. So the Klingons want them so they can try and get hold of Cardassia, so the Dominion can't get control of them, or the Founders. So they attack the station, and then you have that epic, amazing battle at Deep Space Nine. We just see the torpedo rifles and the phaser rays just come out of the station, and they're attacking. And I like the way they're like trying to call Sisko's bluff. He goes, "We've had a year to prepare this station for a Dominion attack. We're more than ready." And I actually love that speech during the battle as well, where Sisko goes, "You're facing the war on two fronts. Is that what you really want?" And he goes, This is what the Dominion actually wants. Klingons against Cardassia. Federation against Klingon. The more we fight each other, the weaker we get, and the less stronghold we have against the Dominion." Now, that's it for honourable mention. So my second favourite Star Trek battle is the Battle of War 359. This is the battle where we see Captain Jean-Luc Picard assimilated by the Borg. Now, for me to actually talk about this battle, we actually see it in Deep Space Nine, in the opening bits of Deep Space Nine, where you see a load of Federation starships, all 40 of them, apart from one, which means 39 of them gets destroyed, one ship survives. It's a really devastating battle, and I can't say it, Sisko does lose his wife in this battle. It's a great Star Trek battle. I absolutely love it from Deep Space Nine's opening bits for season 1 for the Emissary. Again, I like the way how the Next Generation teased into this as well, with Picard being kidnapped by the Borg, assimilated in the Enterprise has got no power to chase after them, and then when the Enterprise goes into the battle sites, you see the whole lot of the damaged ships, including the Melbourne, the Two-Bomb, and some other ships, and you see the loss of the Federation's faces. Now, my number one favourite Star Trek battle is the Battle of Deep Space Nine. Now, this one is from season 6. This is where Captain Sisko creates a great master plan to try and regain Deep Space Nine from the Dominion. And how does he do this? You are probably asking. He makes an alliance with the Federation to go back and get Deep Space Nine, because Deep Space Nine is the most powerful station that they need, because it's orbiting the wormhole, so they can actually try and stop the Dominion from coming through. And the Dominion are trying to fire a tachyon beam to discloak the Federation mines. Now, again, I absolutely do love this Star Trek battle because it is absolutely amazing, because you see the Federation kind of outmatched because you got 100 and something finished starships, which against the Dominion, where you see Julie Bashir goes, they're completely outmatched, just 2-1. And then during this massive battle, the Klingons come and help. So you kind of have that massive battle, and the Klingons just help the Defiant get through and try and retake the Space Nine. And then during this battle, the Federation fleet and the Klingon fleet end up breaking through. So the Goljakar, Wayloom, and the rest of the Cardassians and the Dominion and the Jem'Hadar evacuate the station, and Deep Space Nine comes back under the control of Captain Benjamin Sisko. So this is my 10 favourite Star Trek battles with a few honourable mentions. Let me know in the comments what are your favourite Star Trek battles, and thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join me for another video at some point. Captain Bailey out, and I hope you enjoyed me talking about my favourite Star Trek battles.